Hi, I'm Dave McIntosh, and I love spending time in nature. Come with me as I take you on another one of my adventures. The bald eagle is a magnificent creature, and people can't get enough of watching it. This has not been easy to do, though, here in Southwestern Ontario over the last number of decades. If you like my video, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Historically, there were maybe 200 nesting pairs in this area of the country up until the late 1800s, when farming became prevalent in this area and the eagle population was devastated due to the loss of habitat. With some new regulations, the eagles came back but were again devastated when the pesticide DDT started being used in the 1950s. This time, the population decreased so much that it was put in the category of species of special concern, and by 1980, only 3 nesting pairs were known to inhabit this area, and they weren't able to reproduce because of the effects of the pesticide. With legislation and the aid of some special interest people, things have changed a lot. Around 2008, the start of recovery was beginning to take hold, with about 45 nesting pairs known. Over the last 15 years, we have seen an amazing recovery happening. Within an hour from my home in Sarnia, there are several nests with breeding pairs occupying them and fledging young each year. This February, I visited one of the pairs as they got their nest ready and then started sitting on eggs. The nest is quite a ways from the road in a small clump of trees with farmers' fields in between, so you can't get very close. I go there fairly regularly to keep tabs on what is happening. In the winter, when the lake freezes out quite a ways, the eagles congregate downriver a bit from Sarnia on a small island. That is when some real action starts. It is a great spot to watch them. The water is open there because of industry, and the birds congregate as the fish also seem to like it around there. The eagles are great fishers. They swoop down out of the sky and catch fish as they venture too close to the surface of the water. Then they take a break on a floe of ice and enjoy their meal. After they have had enough to eat, they go back to the trees on the island and rest for a while. This year, there was hardly any ice on the lake, so we didn't have the same activity, though the last couple years they have put on a great show. I love watching them soar overhead. They seem to effortlessly float through the air high up. When there are adults and juveniles together, they seem to curl around each other almost like a dance. But when one of them has a catch in their talons, the other will quite often try and steal it. Another thing I like to watch is when they are looking for food. An eagle will be circling around high up in the air, and then when it sees a fish to go after, it will get lower and lower to the water, and the circle become tighter. Then all of a sudden, it heads straight for its prey. As it does, it moves its legs from behind it to a forward position with its talons open, then one last dip and grab, and the fish has been caught. It is all a beautiful aerial ballet to watch. Then off they go to enjoy their supper. You can't get over how beautiful they are. They seem to command whatever place they are in. I could watch them all day. While the effects of DDT and humans were not experienced everywhere in the country to the same extent, they were nevertheless felt everywhere in North America. For us here in Southwestern Ontario, it really is amazing that we are able to enjoy their presence in our midst again. The eagles have returned.